Welcome back to the Grand Slam channel. Today is Saturday, August 9th. Hope you all have a great weekend. We got a full slate of MLB. We got 16 games on slate, one doubleheader. We got I believe two or three WNBA games. Obviously, we have our third day of NFL preseason. Let's get started on WNBA first. And first one I like, it's going to be mostly gobbies for WNBA today. Some of these matchups I do not like. We do have the Sparks and Valkyrie. I think that's going to be a low scoring game. Valkyrie is known for their defense. Indiana and Chicago, I do think Indiana's going to win this game. Money line, if you guys are taking money line. Boston, 6.5 rebounds. I will be taking that. Rachel Banham at 17.5 fantasy score as well. That's probably the only regular prop I like. I see her getting in the low 20s. This game I do expect to be high scoring. Might become a blowout. I don't think it will be, but I do think it'll be a high scoring game. Rachel Banham should have a good game. Should bounce back. She had a pretty bad game last time out. She had 2 and 5. Obviously, last game against Atlanta, she had a great game at 18. I think she dips down to 15, 14 points. As you can see, her Demon's popular play. But overall, I think she's going to pass her fantasy score. Camila Cardoso, I like her points. Gabi points at 9.5. Definitely will have that on my slip as well. She's been averaging well over 10 points in the past 2 months, mostly. The Erica Hamby, this was my play of the day. I like her WNBA first half points. She is at 8, but unfortunately, most of her props got bumped down. So if PrizePicks knows something that I do not know, I checked the starting lineup. She's in there. She doesn't have any prior injury or anything. But it's just kind of suspicious that all her props got bumped down. But like I did mention, it is going to be a defensive game against the Valkyrie. You can always go with Plum. Obviously, she's the number one option. Between Plum and Hamby, you can never go wrong. Raquel Jackson is always in play. Unfortunately, we took Azura Stevens 2 days ago, and unfortunately, she did not come through. She had one of her bad games. But you can take her as a bounce back. Her points actually got bumped down from last time. She is at 12.5. Obviously, we took her at 13.5, and she had a bad game shooting night. She had 10. Here against the Valkyrie, probably going to fade her once again. But I just wanted to mention her. But I do think the Sparks win this game against the Valkyrie. But these are the three strongest props I like for today. Boston and Camila Cordoz both are gobbies. And then Banham is probably the only option I like. I do like Hamby for the first half. She's been a wagon for the past 3 weeks. If anything, her points is probably best. Worst case scenario pushes, but as you can see, past 5, past 10, she's gotten over 10 of 10. Past 15, she's only missed it once. So this might be an option. This was one of those props that got bumped down. Was at 8.5 down to 8. Might still take a shot on it. It's better for me now at 8. It can push. But figure I like to mention that. But those are the 4 props I like for today. For WNBA, let's clear the board and head on over to MLB. Pitcher strikeouts. I am taking a couple unders today. That first under is going to be Jack Perkins. Everybody's on him to go over at 4.5. Got bumped up to 5. I don't think he gets 6 against Baltimore. I mean, he can. But to get 6, it's going to be a tough task. I think he probably ends up at 4 or 5. I mean, worst case scenario pushes. But I'm going to take the under here. Need 6 to beat us. Same thing when we did with Schoolball yesterday. I was right about that. He was at 9 strikeouts. Ended up with 6. So this is one of those gut calls once again. It paid off dividends yesterday. Here we go with Michael King coming off the IL. Tough task against the Red Sox. Asking for 6. Obviously, if he was healthy, I will smash this over. He is coming off the IL. He's going to be on a pitch limit restriction, mostly 75 pitches. He just came off a rehab outing just a week ago. He only had 61 pitches. He allowed 6 runs. He had 4 strikeouts, but he's going to be limited, and this is a tough matchup against the Red Sox. They're surging. They're playing great right now. Their offense is clicking on all cylinders. So Michael King, probably the only time I'm going to take him an under here. But once he's fully healthy, obviously I'll be taking the over. So I'll be taking the under here. Blake Snell, 5.5. This is way too low for him, even against the Blue Jays, one of the best teams in the American League. I mean, Kershaw had 4 or 5 strikeouts, I believe, yesterday, and Kershaw's velocity is down. Now with Blake Snell, 5.5. This is a slam dunk for me. Blake Snell over. Let's head on over to pitcher fantasy score. I do like Framber, but that game's about to start. I do not like this spot for Brandon Young here at 22 against A. That might be an under as well. Luzardo, 35.5. That should be a good bounce back against the Rangers. I think he can do it. 35.5. That is a good solid prop. Blake Snell, 28.5. That is way too low. I'm definitely taking that as well. He had 30. He had 30 against the Rays. He only pitched 4 innings. He did have about 7 strikeouts. And he still managed to get 30 in 4 innings. I mean, 28.5 can definitely get that against Toronto. I think he goes 5 innings, maybe 5 1/3. Strikeouts number should be the same as before, but his strikeout line is the best. But that's another option as well if you want to take his pitcher fantasy score. Joe Bo might be a sneaky pick against the Mariners. And that rounds up. Best hitter on the prop for me is going to be Bobby Witt. Fantasy score is probably best, or any of his gobbies at 1.5. Going against Minnesota, the pitcher that's going for Minnesota, Bobby Witt's batting nearly 500 against him. That's Bailey O'Bear. Bobby Witt sees him good. He's batting nearly 500 against him. And over 20 at bat, so he's seen him a lot. Bobby Witt has his number, so that's probably the best hitter on the slate. So mix and match, gave you plenty of props. Let me give you one for preseason, for NFL preseason. Unfortunately, he is on the popular tab, but Patrick Mahomes, 32.5. I mean, he can get a pass, 2 passes. He can clear this line at 32.5. That's probably the best prop on for NFL preseason. We had a great day for kickers on our first day of preseason on Thursday. So any of these kickers are in play. I do like Brandon Aubrey the best. So basically I gave you 2 picks. Brandon Aubrey and Patrick Mahomes are the 2 best picks. I will be running a multiple slip on my Discord. If you're interested, the link is in the description below. Other than that, enjoy your weekend. Have a great day and see you guys in the next one.